Whoopi Goldberg of The View is making a bold claim.
Stop that. It's more BS.
Apparently, Hollywood is not run by the left. And if you're an outspoken Republican within Hollywood,
please, I don't want to die!
Don't worry, your career's gonna be just fine. Nothing at all is going to happen to you. Let's talk about it.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're alive, and I'm really glad that you're here right now.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Now, as you know, we've been talking a lot about celebrity endorsements on this channel. We heard from Taylor Swift, who endorsed Kamala Harris, her friend Brittany Mahomes, who kind of secretly, I guess, endorsed Donald Trump by liking an Instagram post, Chappell Roan, who's decided to endorse nobody at all, and now we have Zachary Levi, who is going full Make America Great Again. And of course, this was not going to go unspoken about by the leftists in Hollywood. On top of that, he made the claim that his career could be deeply affected by him coming out and endorsing Donald Trump, as one would naturally think. But Whoopi Goldberg decided to address Zachary Levi in her Hot Topics section of The View and say that that's apparently not true and that Hollywood is not run by the left. Let's watch.
Stop that. It's more BS. And it's unnecessary. Shazam star Zachary Levi says he's aware of the consequences he faces over going MAGA. Take a look.
We are going to take back this country. We are going to make it great again.
Within my industry, as you can probably imagine, Hollywood is a very, very liberal town, and this very well could constitute career suicide.
So, okay. That's not necessarily true. From the beginning of Hollywood, it's always been a very right-leaning town. But yeah. I know you don't know much about the Hollywood history, so let me school you. Uh-oh. We are, like America is, we're mixed. We're a mixed bunch. And sometimes it may seem like there's more Democrats, and sometimes it seems like there's more Republicans. But the truth of the matter is, very few people seem to bite it because they're Republican. John Voight, who is working.
Dennis Quaid,
who is working. People are working. Stop that. It's more BS, and it's unnecessary.
Wow, an interesting response from Whoopi Goldberg that what Zachary Levi said is not necessarily true. That's interesting phrasing. And of course, she leans on the history of Hollywood, which, yes, does have far more Republicans in it than the present. But what are we dealing with in the present? Is Hollywood currently being run by the left? Because I feel like there's a ton of evidence to suggest that it is. For her two examples of John Voight and Dennis Quaid, who are two Republicans that are currently working in Hollywood, yes, that is true. We have many more examples of actors that are no longer in Hollywood because they came out as Republicans. I'm reminded of Gina Carano, Kevin Sorbo, Roseanne. We could go bar for bar on that. I could play you award show clips of celebrities and Hollywood hotshots espousing their leftist ideology all over the crowd and telling them how to think and feel and how to be moral individuals. We could look at the laundry list of celebrity endorsements that are almost always in the direction of a left-leaning candidate. We could look at left-leaning fundraising events that are put on by Hollywood stars, or we could see the Hollywood stars that are participating in fundraising events that are happening right now. George Clooney put on one for Joe Biden before he dropped out of the race for re-election. I could look at the fundraising event that Oprah hosted alongside Kamala Harris, and I'm pretty sure I saw J-Lo, Chris Rock, Tracee Ellis Ross, Julia Roberts, and Meryl Streep. Or I could look up one of Kamala's many segregated Zoom calls. On White Dudes for Harris, we saw Jeff Bridges and Sean Astin and Josh Gad, amongst other celebrities. And if I don't get the time to do that, maybe I could check out some late-night cable TV and see Jimmy Kimmel, or Jimmy Fallon, or Jon Stewart, or Stephen Colbert, or Seth Meyers, all left-leaning men. And if I'm not feeling that, I could head over to my local movie theater and watch a movie that is completely laced with left-leaning ideology from all of the major movie corporations that exist today. And if I'm watching and thinking, am I going crazy, or does this movie have an agenda, I can log on to the internet, do a quick Google search, and find tons of videos of studio executives talking about their not-so-secret leftist agenda. And it's no surprise because these studio executives have to share that agenda, because in order to even be considered for an Oscar or Academy Award, you have to meet their DEI standards. And it's no wonder they support DEI, because they all support a DEI candidate in Kamala Harris. Apple, Amazon, Disney, and Netflix are all top donors to the Kamala Harris campaign. The Netflix CEO actually gave $7 million to Kamala Harris. And if all of that evidence is not enough, let's move to the anecdotal evidence. I happen to live in LA. I meet a lot of musicians, actors, dancers, performers, you know, the Hollywood types. And there is a certain group of those people that have made it into Hollywood, built some sort of name for themselves, but have to do so with silence on their values and beliefs. Because when you have an entire system that is running on leftist ideology, you can imagine that system is not so welcome to dissident opinions. When you're going into auditions and you're asked for your pronouns, your vaccine status, or you're being evaluated as to whether or not your race and gender is diverse enough for casting, I have a feeling you're going to shut up when it comes to criticism of those ideas. And alongside the few people that have made a name for themselves within Hollywood, there's a whole lot of other people who are working to make their name in Hollywood who know for sure they can't be open about their ideas. So either Whoopi Goldberg is blissfully ignorant to the reality in which she finds herself in, or she's choosing to gaslight you, look you in your face, and lie. No, what do you mean Hollywood is discriminatory against people of differing political opinions? I've never seen that. I don't know what you're talking about. Please come out as conservative so we know who you are. Now, I'll be the first to say, I don't know what the career of Zachary Levi or any other right-leaning Hollywood performer has in its future, but I do know that Miss Whoopi Goldberg is lying. And it's either that Hollywood is unaware of the ideological echo chamber that it's become, or they know and they don't care. And I have a feeling it's the latter. So don't let them gaslight you. We all know what the truth is. And in order to change that truth, it's going to take far more people like Zachary Levi who are willing to take the risk of coming out and saying what they truly think. But until then, I think we're all aware of which way the wind blows in Hollywood. But those are just my thoughts. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts, so drop them in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with anything I said in this video, duke it out, but do so respectfully. We encourage healthy debate on this channel. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.